Hey guys, this is Man Shark Sub LPs. I'm Sub, this is Crusader Kings II, and this is episode 37 of Mk2 Power Behind the Throne. Almost said European Vassalis there. Anyway, we're Jarl Striker, the Holy of Vestlandet. Our heir is Hysing of Lapland, and we're beholden to Filkir Relda, who keeps on declaring stupid ass wars, and that's probably why he loses money. Anyway, we're also raiding, so this is our little raiding fleet here. We're just heading on over to Leon to continue the raid. Anyway, our boss is at war for... It's a holy war for Essex, so it's this couple of counties here. All of those? Yeah, all of that, those 3 counties there. It's a nice goal, but it's kind of stupid. He shouldn't be doing holy wars at this point because, as you can see, a holy war unites everybody against you. Should be doing the county conquests. There's plenty of little counties around here to conquer, and that's probably what we'll look at doing as soon as we can. Wessex is probably a good start for that. So maybe after this raid. We are currently making money, which is great because I want to just get some better church walls going on there. Pretty sure the rest of these places are good for everything. Just do a quick check. Good for everything or building stuff. And I really don't care too much about these other places. Not enough to let it influence my prestige anyway. So the stuff we're going to be looking at building up is Vestlandet and probably Ostlandet when we actually own parts of it. So I mean, these things could definitely get a build up. Yeah, let's just get a practice range. That's good. We could raid for a little bit. I mean, considering we're making money, we're not in any particular time frame. These guys have probably just started forming these factions because... Probably, if I'm right, because of levies? No, just because they're dicks. Fair enough. I mean, look at all these armies. There's just too much there for us to be able to take, even if I helped out with my 9,000 dudes. Because these guys aren't just light infantry. There's a lot of heavy infantry in there. And we're nowhere near as good against armies which comprise of a lot of heavy infantry, because we're mainly light. And look at the breakdown here. I've got, of 2,400 guys, 1,800 of them are light infantry, almost 600 of them are archers, 35 of them are heavies. Let's try and find a comparable size, which is just a single army. Just say this one, 1,500 dudes here, half of them are light infantry, about half of them are heavy infantry. Not going to fight that. Not without overwhelming numbers. And that's why we need to concentrate on becoming feudal. Looks like we just lost our steward. And we inherited a place. Alfheimer tribe. Oh, good. So now the only one in here that, well, the only ones that we don't own, sorry. So we do own these in that these guys are our vassals. Which, I mean, that's great and all. We actually own a lot of shit up here that I don't need. So my defense limit is 9. If I was to get rid of... 1 second. Those 3 places, then I would be able to pick up the 3 that I want. Yep. So yeah, it's just like there are a few that I just do not need. Things will happen. Charter requires a guardian. 6 diplomacy. And some learning. Well, learning isn't a bad thing. We do eventually need a lot of them. So we didn't actually lose our steward. That was just it saying that our steward from a previous thingy was gone. We don't really have a very good steward. I'm just letting my wife do it because why not? Yeah, so you can see this war is not going well. I don't know why he declared it, particularly on just Mercia. Maybe if he did it on one of the other ones, then Mercia wouldn't get involved. Also, there's a little bit of an epidemic problem in Britain right now. A little bit of slow fever. He wants to make us a commander. You know what? That's fine. We're a half-decent commander. And actually, yeah, the moral defense penalty for us being a coward is almost removed because of how good we are at military shit. Of course, he's put us directly in the field, so that could have been a mistake. Whatever, if we die, then Hyacinth comes in. Hyacinth who has cramps and diarrhea. But at least he has a son. This kid. Who needs to, have a few years on him first. Just have a look at the tech. I think I'll save it up for Majesty because we're almost at that point, and that would be a very nice thing. Excellent. Oh, and we kidnapped a few people as well. Good on us. We just gained the patient trait. That's exceptional. Now we've actually got a massive amount of proper defense. I mean, we're getting our ass kicked over here, but whatever. He's suffering from food poisoning. That's not great. Yep, I would say that we have lost that holy war. In fact, he probably has a ticking war score. Yeah, he does. Pain in the ass. That was a nice bit of gold. See, what I'll do is hit this one for Dorset to connect those two bits of Denmark. And then maybe hit Essex here. She's only allied with the King of Pictland, who admittedly is a big force, but if we can get in there and take it really quickly, which we should be able to do, then he won't have much of a say in things, and then we can start dealing with the Welsh and the Irish. I mean, the alternative is that we do something. Good work. Good at military and nothing else. We do something around here and start taking the bits of Scandinavia that, just to really make sure that our guy has enough provinces, which I know he does, but he doesn't have the goddamn gold. He's probably in debt now as well. Yep. Well, at least he's recovering from that. He's supposed to be a military genius, bro. Look at that, 2047. My daughter is suffering from dysentery. Great. Try not to die. Excellent. We're going to compensate my sage person. We just got a lot of money. Where did that even... when that guy died, he must have given over. Which is good. I'm going to improve the churches in my home duchy before I improve any other churches. We do need to wait for this war to go away before we start taking more provinces from these dudes, because otherwise we run the risk of them being all, hey, there's a hostile army there, we better fuck with it. Which, understandably, is not anything you want. Okay, now what I want to do is see if we can dock these damned boats somewhere. Looks like we can't. Irritating. So, you guys head on down to Kurnev. I'm going to send the boats back. Ooh, where did that force come from? I was not paying attention. Boats, come on back. We might need you in a second. Just lost our spy master. If we do lose these troops, it's no big deal. But I would prefer not to. It's actually us up there, isn't it? I was reading it wrong. Come on, boats, get into position. Flee. Yeah, we lost that easily. So we lost a little bit of prestige and piety, but gained a couple of tech points. Wow. Why the fuck does he have that many dudes up? Who's he at war with? Weird. Alright, boys. Let's come on home. Ah, good. Yeah, the church town, thank you. Why would you just sit in there? Goddamn. Okay. These guys can get married. I think I was completely fine with that. And now we need a new chancellor. Yeah, she's my rival, so we can't use her. But we can use my sister. Put down them, put down the boats. Okay. So yeah, we're still at our max domain retinue thingy. Okay, the Pope's declared a crusade for Aquitaine. That does not affect me in the slightest because this is Aquitaine down here. So yeah, it's against the Umayyad Empire, and he's just trying to take back land. That's kind of good for us if these guys get on board with it. So currently, currently the Pope, who is wearing a mask as well as his hat, good fashion style, and the Count of Bourbon are the only ones at war there. But what should happen is eventually some of these guys up here will be like, oh, I guess we better join in. We're now rivals with the Chancellor of Denmark. That's alright. Well, it looks like we built something in Vestfold. Good on us. Yeah, Wooden Hill Fort. This is almost done as well. Excellent. There it is. I'm going to build the market city there. Come on, bro, just end this stupid war. I'm pretty sure I can't declare on any of these people until he does so. Oh, hang on. You totally could, because she's not involved. Okay. I think Dorset is the best one to take here, because, I mean, we could take Somerset as well, just because they're coastal provinces. That's the only problem here. We're only going to be able to get coastal provinces, and we'll have to rely on the other guys to take the inland ones, unless we hold on to one of the coastals. Which, I mean, we could do. We wouldn't do it here, but we might do it when we take, like, Gloucester, because then we can grab that one, and maybe a couple in here in Mercia itself. So, that would put us at war with the King of Pickland. Definitely would. Marriage between... Hang on a second. Marriage between Malswan and Princess Swynid. Malswan and Princess Swynid. Well, neither of them are straight up murderable. 350 for her, and 250 for him. We don't have great chances there. Honestly, they don't look like they're going to be dying anytime soon. So let's have a look at this. Not this dude, this one here. Okay, so she's only allied with the Chief of Lane, which is this place up here. And only allied through a marriage. And this one in Gifia? No. Whatever, it's a marriage with a shitty county, we can deal with it. Right. It's time for a slight touch of the old warfare. We're going to go for Dorset. I'm aware that I can raise a tribal army. Don't worry about that. Yep. And that should do. Actually, it will not. We're going to need more boats. That should do. So we are going to have to keep an eye on them just because of those other armies rampaging around the place, but I hope that war is actually going to be over fairly shortly. I don't particularly want to send my retinue with them. You know what, I'll send my retinue with them. Bugger it. And she called in the Chief of Lane, that is absolutely fine. I think Normandale just increased its church infrastructure. I mean, that's good and all. So yeah, this will cost us money. No, you guys I want to gather together, then you guys hop on the boat and come on down. Yeah, they're a little bit. One of us is a little annoyed at the whole boat thing. 26. We should get there before the 26. No, alright, go to Winchester instead then. So, the good news about Lagan being involved, the Irish guys, is they're just like us. They don't have very good army composition. And there you are. He finally lost that war. Let's head on in. I mean, the Wessex guys, Wessexian? The guys from Wessex do have a good army composition. And apparently a dude with fucking 29, wow. Sucks to be him. Yeah, we're gonna chase him. Great. And then running back to Dorset. And after this one we'll sit in Dorset because we should get... Aletta has a habit for wild parties. At 14 years old, yeah, I bet they're really wild. Good, she's charitable. Excellent. Might wipe out this flank if we're lucky. Whatever, that's our 75 max from the, for being the attacker. So now we'll just camp out here. And what I will do is only keep... Hang on a moment. Alright, just click and drag. I'll only keep 15 of the boats there. These guys, you guys can head back up. So I'm not going to be transporting an entire army back out, obviously. And getting rid of the boats will definitely increase the bottom line here. Just dismissed the realm levies from there. We only had like 100 dudes up and it was going to annoy the temple folk, and that influences our money as well. So hopefully that'll help. Yeah, 15 boats cost us almost nothing. They're just there to get the retinue back home. And we just got 50 tech points from Constantinople. Culture? No, I think that went to economy. Should we spend that on something? Oh, monastic school would come up. Just have a quick look at that. Gives us cultural tech points and spread rate and shit. It's cheap as fuck as well, yeah. Church infrastructure, done. So when this one gets done, monastic school, it's cheap, it gives us tech points and piety, it's great. I'm not too sure if we can call it a monastic school, because I'm not sure if the Norse religion has monks exactly, or monastic sort of things. Ah yeah, it's getting close with my wife/aunt, my insane syphilitic wife/aunt. Maybe she hasn't died yet. Maybe I haven't died yet. Crosswood, wood, and all that sort of thing. Not long now, boys. Just 3 ticks. Ah. Vestfold tribe has built the hill fort. So I'm gonna increase the war camp. These guys have almost finished building a market city as well, which will let me get the practice range. There we are. It won't give me a notification when that church finishes building its thing because it's not technically mine. But, you know, we'll be fine. Alright, now a quick and easy siege of a bishopric. And that should do it. Yes, it's done, but it didn't tell us. So, monastic school, done. I mean, extra piety doesn't matter too much. It's nice, but we don't buy things with it like we do with prestige, so at this point it's just points and temple vassal opinion. Awesome, these guys need to fight somebody in a year. Good news, guys, you'll be able to. Because after this I plan on going to war again almost immediately. We won, enforced demand, so it's prestige, piety, morale authority, etc, etc. Thank you very much. We put these guys down, and we hop in here. We give these dudes appropriate guys, I guess you'd call it. Now let's see. Who owns this? This dude does. Can't transfer vassalage to him because reasons. Mainly reasons being we're not his boss. But we can grant landed titles to our king. Chiefdom of Dorset, include all lowers, go. So yeah, now we own the entire southern coast of England. Now our next question is going to be, do we hit up Middlesex, which still has a little bit of slow fever, that's a little annoying, or do we hit up one of the Welsh places? So we could hit up Gloucester. So the drama with hitting Middlesex is she's allied to the King of Pickland. Even though I don't think it'll matter too much, it could. Gloucester is allied to a lot of people, but they're mainly, let's see, it looks like they're mainly Irish chiefs. Yes, they're actually all Irish chiefs, so I'm not terribly concerned there. Gwynedd, or Gwent, sorry. Gwent is allied to the King of Pickland. Glamorgan, no allies. And Difford is allied to the Countess of Damonia, which is down here, which I don't care about. And Gwynedd has no allies. So, Glamorgan, Difford, or Gwynedd. Gwynedd is a little safe. I mean, if you think about it like this, where's my duchy thing? Yeah, if we take Gwynedd and then own it for a moment, maybe give up Jutland, own it for a moment and then take Tinnerling of this one, who is only allied to the Chief of Dublin, which, again, Irish count, don't care. Then from that point, if we own that one, we can hit all of these places and these two here. I think that's a good strat, though any of these that we hit will do that for us. The advantage of Durbath is the channel into Lagan, and that'll start the Irish invasion. Where the fuck did this army over here go? Oh, okay, the army vanished because I ended a war. Fucking dumb. I don't want to take anything that puts us in another land border with Mercia just yet. So, Gloucester is out, even without, like, it's a number of allies. We can slowly deal with those, though. Okay. Or it's only a tributary war there. We don't even have a reason to declare war on that dude. Or on that guy. I thought that if we could just do like neighboring, like neighbor shit. Apparently not. The holy war option there. Yeah, no, that's probably not happening. What is he anyway? Remover. I don't think there are any other removers around, but he's got a lot of allies. Like, look at all of that. Mainly tribal vassals, but yeah, that's a lot of dudes. Okay, England it is. Fortunately, I've managed to talk ourselves through to almost the half-hour mark, so we will come back to that. But it is definitely going to be one of these three, and then from there. I think Difford, sorry. No, Durbuff, yep. If we hit him, one, he's a child, so he's not going to have too much of a military. In fact, it's already out fighting off one of our prepared invasions, which is fine. So we'll come there, grab his shit real quick, and then we can use that to attack into Ireland, which Ireland should be a very quick conquest because one, they're all tribal. I know, like me. Two, they're all like single provinces, except for Canocchia. But that dude's in jail. The Umayyads have that dude in jail. Wow. And before we finish up though, I just want to check on the Crusade. Yeah, so he's got a few dudes involved in that, including Pickland and actually a few people from England. I'm not seeing Mercia in there though. Just do a quick check of that. No, he's dealing with prepared invasions. That's okay. He's in seclusion. See, we do have a lot of reasons to go to war with him, mainly county conquests. Which, hey, they're great and all, but you know, he doesn't have that many troops. Like, he really does not have that many troops. He's not that good. He's better in intrigue than anything else, which is a bit of a concern. But yeah. Only 2,347. That is very interesting. Because we could, like, take Essex. Once the slow fever fucks off. We could take Essex, or we could take York. I wouldn't want to take, Chester. Looks like it's been depopulated a little bit. So, I mean, these ones could be good. Like, Chester could be a good strat because it's been depopulated. Which means it is minus 20% on a lot of things there. I mean, hell, just look at the size of their shit. Like, only 500 dudes. But we'd have to go all the way around England to hit it, which means that the advantage we'd get from quickly striking it would be worn away by the time it takes us to get around England. Now, I think Diffhead, like, taking the little counties is probably the best bet at the moment. The more of those we take out, the less allies he'll eventually have to draw from. And, I mean, we can deal with Pickland at some point. All these little conquest things. I would probably take the outlying islands first, like Incy Kate and Incy Manu. Where the fuck is Incy Manu, actually? That's this one down here, the Isle of Man, of course. And Kailui there, and, you know, Orc. Or you start down here and work your way up. He's still a tribal vassal as well, or a tribal dude as well. That's good. Alright. Next time we'll declare a couple of more wars. So, in the meantime though, I've been Sub, you've been yourselves. Later.